Hello guys and welcome back to another video. I'm Jish and we are today going to be fitting the headlight. Now to some of you this will be a simple task, but on this bike we are doing something a little bit different. We are going for the twin brick headlights. If you've been following this build, you'll know that we are fitting these to the bike, but I really cannot wait to get these on and just do something a little bit different. So because this isn't a standard fit headlight, these will be a little bit different to fit then. There's no brackets on the side where you'd usually mount them like you would on a typical bucket headlight. So this means getting a little bit creative and doing something a bit different to make these fit. So to make these fit, there's going to be a lot of fabrication work. We're going to cut these up. There's going to be some bits cutting off, but we're going to try and keep all the springs so they can be adjusted. The spider web in there. But anyway, let's show you what we're going to do to make these fit the bike. So we are ideally wanting them to look something like this. Now to make them fit the forks is going to require some thinking, a little bit of modification and some cheap parts from eBay. So the parts in hand are these brackets. Nothing special, the only thing I was looking for is that they have the parallel flat around the headlight mount. The reason I wanted that is because the way the headlights sit, the bottom two brackets should fit nicely with a little L bracket off the current bracket that's already there. It just needs some shaping and a little bit of fettling just to get in the right position, but that's the bottom sorted. The top, on the other hand, is going to need a little bit more work. So let me take the top clamp off and I shall show you exactly what I mean. So if I bring you down to this level and offer up the headlight, you can see the lower bracket sits nicely with this bracket here, but unfortunately the top bracket does not match anywhere and it has nowhere really to mount other than the center here. It should be a simple case of making a little 90-degree bracket for the bottom, but for the top we're going to have to be a little bit more adventurous. And once we've got it all fitted solid, nice and tight, we can then go around cutting everything and go around cutting off all the bits that we don't actually need and making these look a little bit nicer, because at the moment there's also bits of rubber that's for the original headlight that we can get rid of. And yeah, I reckon these are going to look quite smart. Ooh, I gotta turn my lights back on. That's better. That's better. And that's how we light the studio. So now we've got the bottom brackets finished, we actually have a stable sitting headlight. I've kind of eyeballed the level they need to be. And yeah, they probably could tilt back ever so slightly, but I'm really happy with how they are sitting right now. So this is where it gets a bit different. Of course, 3D printing. Whoosh. With today's modern technology, we are able to quickly create shapes and structures at the click of a button. I threw a little drawing over to my friend Matt at Rushworth Performance, and he kindly quickly printed this up for me to the measurements I gave him, just to see if the dimensions are correct and if this is actually a viable option for mounting this headlight. This is just a really basic triangular piece. It obviously isn't going to look like this in the finished product, but this gives us a rough idea to see if this is going to work. And so far it's looking good. So we're going to get this all fitted up and see if it works. They are looking so cool. I really am digging this look. I do say I think they need to sit a bit further back, but for now we're just going to roll with it. I don't think I need to make any adjustments to the bracket itself either. So we're just going to roll with it and see how the rest of the bike progresses. If I feel like I need to set the lights back, we will do so, but for now, they're looking good. So at this point we can actually now start trimming off all the excess bits, and there's tabs and there's all sorts here and there. So I know they're not for everyone, but I am loving how this bike is starting to turn out. It's these sort of things here that you make and do yourself that really goes into making the bike a unique piece. So let's get our hands dirty, let's start cutting and see how they look after a little bit of modification. So guys, we're going to leave it there this episode. We have narrowed down the bracket, we have made it a bit more subtle, taking off some of the top and the sides, just leaving the points that we need. I'm not going to reassemble them just because I want to get some new springs and bolts for the actual adjusters themselves. We've established it can work, that's the main thing. This is the whole point of these builds, where you can make something from nothing. You can't buy everything off the shelf and you can't expect it to fit perfectly the first time round. So you have to make things work. But yeah, I'm happy with what we've done today. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the whole rest of this bike turns out. If you want to support this channel and be in the know, check out our Patreon. Follow me on Instagram because I'm always posting things early on there. And as always, I shall see you in the next video. Peace.